So, hello everybody. Hello everybody. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Yeah, so testing 1 2 3. I hope you guys can hear me. And I think we can go live right now. So, let's proceed. Okay. Hello everybody. This is Daniel. I'm Daniel Suguwa, your host. How do I say? Let me let me try again. Okay. So hello everybody. This is Daniel Suguwa, and I'm your host today for us to actually go and watch the launch of the Nuri rocket, also known as the KSLV-II. KSLV really stands for Korean Space Launch Vehicle, where we are going to watch the main launches of the CAS 500-3 or CAS 500-3. Basically, CAS stands for Compact Advanced Satellite, and also various of other CubeSats there that I can say I can name a little bit, but we are going to watch. Okay, so rather than wasting too much time, how about we go straight directly to the live itself? So let's go. All right. Okay, so this is how it looks like. So far they are still talking and whatnot, and probably most of you not aren't going to understand what they are going to say, but it's fine. This is not our main point for now. The most important thing is that we should already have some ground covered for now, so we can go and look at this. And yeah, so we can consider this already going. We have already going live around less than 20 minutes before the launches. I mean, anyways, it's not going to be super duper important. You're not going to miss too much. so it's fine. And maybe while we are still waiting, why not we go do a little bit of revision what's going to be the launch for today. And for now, maybe let me try go here. I'll put here, and let's try look at this one from the NASA Spaceflight Forum. Maybe, I mean, it's okay though. You don't have to see you don't really have to see the picture-in-picture stuff here. Not really super duper important right now. But the full list of the payload, I mean, let's just say that the whole rocket launch, the wet dress rehearsal, basically they fully top out the propellants, and they basically try to test, basically like doing testing 1 2 3, and try to check if there's anything wrong with the launch procedure. And so far it looks pretty good that on basically on on 18 September 2025, around 4:30 p.m. there in Korean time. Yeah. So this is basically what is it? They said like it's completed, and they said get ready this November. Yeah, obviously this November. So is it? Oh, actually this is good. I mean, from what I can see in picture, but it's fine. You're not going to miss too much. It's on the launch pad. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? And yeah, maybe I'll try put a little bit of maybe, because I need to find some way how to put picture stuff here. So we are going to use display. Is it good? Ah, yes. So this is it. Oh, that's actually pretty beautiful view. Ah, it's fine. Okay. It's okay. That's where I post. Okay, and here you go. The final pre-launch test for the wet dress rehearsal. You can see how it actually looks like. Okay, is it? Yeah, it's still good. Yeah, so this is the Nuri third flight, the second successful flight for that mission. Okay, okay, and also we're going to see there's another one there. For this launch operation, the ones that actually responsible for the launch, launch operation itself is the KARI Korea Aerospace Research Institute, and also Hanwha Aerospace. These two actually responsible for the launch operation, but also it's under administration of kasa. Basically, kasa means Korea Aerospace Administration. Basically, the Korea's NASA, but if they mostly but if the administration mostly just responsible for, well, administration stuff, but for most of the space for the space industry stuff and whatnot, usually it's now delegated to the private space companies, or basically private initiative, anyone's, even including the non-governmental organization, the NGO. Okay, so, and also for the full total of the satellites that's going to be launched, and you can see from the picture how it looks like if it's dispensed out. It's there's going to be the total of 13 satellites. The one main satellite would be the CAS500-3. Okay, that one is the third, basically the third flight, the third iteration of that flight. Okay, and there's going to be, and also going to be 12 various there's going to be various 12 CubeSats that they are going to be launched together, which actually bring total up to 13 CubeSats. And also this is how it looks like. There's also a video, the preparation, what they're going to say, and hopefully we don't have any problem. They properly ready for this time, because otherwise it's going. Because if I remember correctly, they actually open the launch window until 20 minutes forward if there's any problem with the launch preparation. For now, especially like last minute, they still can roll it down up until 20 minutes since the supposed precise launch window there. So if anything happens, it can be up to that, but hopefully we are good. And you can see this is the and this is the launch, and from the launch press kit there's actually, you can see there's 12 total CubeSats there. The first one is the SPIRONE. That one, the size of the CubeSat is basically 2 unit, and the agency, of course, is the Sejong University. And for the PERSAT 01, the CubeSat size is 3U. Agency is the Quaternion, and the rest of it still the same, 3U. We are still talking 3U until the Sejong 4, but I'll go to the list. Cosmic, the agency is the Space Rotec. The Jack 003 and Jack 004 is CosmoWorks. INHA-RoSAT, that one is actually handled by the agency is the INHA University. K-Hero is the KAIST, if I remember correctly. KAIST, that one is Korea Aerospace Institute Space Technology, if I remember correctly. The KAIST, okay, and after that, that's actually we cover on the ground for the 3U, the 3 unit one. And now we are going to talk about the 6 unit version here. So for the Sejong 4, the agency is Hancom in Space. SNUGLITE-III is handled by the agency of Seoul National University. B-1000, which is what I actually featured on the thumbnail, because that one is the only I can find for the mission patch. That one is by the Space Lintech, okay, and ETRISat. ETRI, if I remember correctly, it actually stands for Electronic Technology Research Institute, if I remember correctly. Okay, and also we are moving up to the highest, the bigger size, the 12U CubeSat unit, and that one. And you need to remember that each one U represents 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter. So this one is bad. So with this 12U unit, this is basically like 1.2 meters tall and also wide, and usually it's 1.2 meters tall. Maybe it could be a little bit slightly. This one is actually for the payload is the E3_tester_KARI-1. That one is agency handled by the KARI, also known as the Korea Aerospace Research Institute. So that's that. Okay, and I'm not going to explain too much. And this is basically, they said like, hey, we try to check this press kit and whatnot. Okay, so thanks to the initiative by how do I say, by SNUGLITE-III, and also, you know, JCM is Jonathan McDowell, one of the known astrophysics physicists that also tracks rocket launches and also satellite activities up there, other than Dr. Marco Langbroek. Okay, also one of the known. And also thanks to the Lucas 071200, if I remember correctly, this one, oh yeah, if I remember this one, nothing to do with the Lucas CH, if I remember correctly, nothing to do with that, almost close, but yeah. Or you can also correct me if I'm wrong there. So that's that. I'm going to show you the launch book. Let me try go here. Okay, so let's try discover a little bit. Okay, now around T-7 minutes before the launch, I can show you a little bit. So this is also the satellite itself. How where do I get it? Okay, which letter I've already converted into this transparent one. That's why you can see there. Okay, and also the mission patch. Also, I've already converted it to sorry. That one is the rocket launches. Where do I get it? Okay, so this one I've already converted it to transparency mode. Basically, why I can actually put in the thumbnail. Okay, so this is the press kit, but the press kit, the translated one, is pretty bad. Not exactly what you want. So we can try go with this instead. This one is the best effort we can see. Okay, so this is how the press kit actually looks like. Okay, if you can actually understand Hangul, Korean language, this is actually good for you. But otherwise, this is as best as we can get. And also, I'm not going to pretend to know everything inside here. Yeah, so this is the stuff and whatnot. Okay, almost already past that T-6 minutes and counting. Okay, so this is how it looks like, the fact sheet and whatnot, the press kit. All of it I've already linked in the description. So if you can read Korean, or especially if you are very proficient in that, also known as Hangul, you can try read this press kit. That one is also I've already linked it directly to the NASA Spaceflight Forum, specific thread for this one, so you can check it for yourself. But for the launch inclination, from what I know, they are going to target this between this 500 to 600 kilometers of the altitude. It's going to target to the sun-synchronous orbit. Essentially, it's orbiting around the same time where there's also daylight, also there's sunlight there. So usually it can get consistent sunlight, and basically when it tries to photograph and whatnot, it should be able to photograph it in more consistent manner, that the data that's actually being used can be evaluated on the ground station and the mission control, so forth. And yeah, for that's actually what I can get from what I also read from this one. There's a little bit confusion also when it comes to the altitude itself. There's only one satellite CubeSats in particular that actually puts 500 kilometers. But if when from what I can read on the how do I say because I need to process a little bit. But from this introduction press kit, it's still listed as 600 kilometers. I don't know why. Could be a little bit typo. We don't know, and I don't know. But for sure, the orbital inclination, it will be targeted to 97.79 degrees. And for the total payload mass, from what I can see, according to this introduction fact sheet there in the table, it says 960 kilograms. Okay. For this satellite itself, it's the main satellite, it would be 560 kilograms plus 79 kilograms of these 12 CubeSats, and also plus another one, the payload, the CubeSats dispenser tube and also whatnot, would be 365 kilograms. In total would be 960 kilograms. But from my own independent this is how I calculate here. Okay, you can see I don't hide my calculation there. And this one is actually for my independent calculation based on another subsequent reading there. From my reading, they said that according to that, the real total mass of the CAS500-3 actually is around 577.5 kilograms, and then plus with another 12 CubeSats there is 184.036 kilograms, which actually brings total mass, excluding the payload dispensers and whatnot, around 761.536 kilograms. So that's a little bit weird calculation from what I can get there. Yeah, for the 12 CubeSats, it's pretty on the lower. It's not really on the lower end, but yeah, it's a little bit confusing actually. Oh, looks like they've already updated it. It's going to be T-minus 19 minutes and 30 seconds mark and counting. Okay, looks like they've already reset the launch again, just to be sure. But we'll see. If the launch didn't get delayed, it still can be proceed as usual. Okay, and so forth. This is, where do I say, the multiple payload adapter, the payload adapter itself, PLA. So this is where it actually puts on the side of the main payload adapter. Okay, so this is the angle from 0 degrees to 180 degrees. Okay, it says it has one device, and I'm not going to pretend to know what it says here. I cannot read Hangul, I cannot read Korean, sorry. I mean, both is correct though. So yeah, for this rocket itself, all of this rocket is actually filled by the propellant is actually loaded with liquid oxygen as the oxidizer, and the super refined kerosene, not really super refined kerosene, it's more like for the jet aviation level, the jet -A, that one is for jet level. as the propellant, or maybe could be RP1, the super refined kerosene. Could be either these two, but should be referring around plus minus the same thing. Should be, because it has as little lead contamination or any metal contamination as possible. Because imagine, not only the rocket engines itself going to heat up pretty fast, but also pretty hot, and it could actually damage the engine itself, even on these short spans of like what few minutes. Anything can go wrong. So that's why they have to use jet A or RP-1, whichever is it, for the fuel itself. Okay, and let's go back to this press kit. Okay, you can see still on the still venting there, venting the propellant. This is pretty typical, pretty normal, just to ensure that the pressure didn't build up too much that it could destroy or maybe even compromise the whole integrity of the rockets itself. So that's why. And this is why I said here, the specification. This one is the in how do I say in the nutshell how it actually looks like. Okay, and apparently so also apparently the satellite itself will have the uh, total wattage power of 1.1 kilowatts. Can be pretty big there. And also what payload inside there. There's also going to be communication for the S band, and also for the X band. Yeah, so that's that. And and this one, the rest of it, you can see. Mhm. Okay, maybe I can try go here. Okay, never mind, I guess. Okay, let's see. Okay, not many comment there. Not much in the live chats, but it's fine. because for now I cannot read any live chat. So if I took a little bit of time to read it, I'm very apology on my side. I really cannot read it for now. So, but we still continue with the underscore tester underscore KARI -1. The power usage going to be 20 watt, and also going to fit in with the S band and also X band as for the communication. And for the B-1000, it's going to be around. Oh, okay. Let's go back to the E3 underscore tester underscore KARI -1. The full total weight of the full total mass of this is 20.4 kilograms. Okay, and also let's go back here right now to the B-1000. You can see it's the previously you can see it's 12 unit, the largest size of there, around 1.2 meters. Okay, and this one for the B-1000, it's 6 units, or essentially around 60 centimeters, for the total weight of 11.8 kilograms, with the total power usage in its going to be around 34.4 watts at its peak. And for the communication, it's going to be UHF stuff, something you can control, and also going to be S-band. And for the Sejong-4, it apparently also fitted with the multi-spectral Earth observation camera with at bands. Apparently, it can split between the at bands there. This one is also 6 unit. Okay, the rest I will mention here unless there's something else. I'm going to talk about 6 unit. Okay, this one is actually total mass around 7.4 kilograms, with the total wattage of 20 watts, and it communicates either with S band or an X band. So that's it, S and X. Okay, it's not to be confused with anything else. And Of course, I'm not talking anything super weird, super dirty. That's not really my intention. I try to differentiate that word so you're not going to be confused with between S and also between X. Okay, so that's why. That's not really on my intention. So you know why. And for the ETRISat, okay, this one is also the same 6 unit, but total mass is now 9.2 kilograms, and apparently it's also an IoT, the Internet of Things satellite there usage, and apparently it's up for the total wattage is around 43.8 watt. Okay, and it communicates with the IoT stuff here between 915 to 916.5 megahertz. It's pretty good there. I mean, pretty typical stuff, especially if you try to use long distance. Yeah, apparently also you can use it as the as for the communication satellites there, especially for the IoT applications. So maybe if anyone wants to build, you can also try. But obviously around this spectrum, if I remember correctly, you need to apply for license. Yeah, unless you want to try to use unless you want to use a light or infrared communication, satellite communication, or near light laser communication. Yeah, laser communication. You can technically try that if you don't really want to apply for any light for the radio spectrum communications, but whatever. You know if you know. Okay, and this that's actually from what I learned in my courses. So that's the so I have a little bit of knowledge what this spectrum band actually is for. I mean, for the frequency spectrum band there. And we go with the 3 units of the CubeSats, 30 centimeters of height. Okay, you can see it's pretty good view there of the KSLV-II, aka Nuri rockets here. Nuri actually stands for WULP, actually, if I remember correctly, what it actually stands for. Okay, so we are going to talk about the Cosmic. It does have some PMD. I'm not going to pretend to know what even PMD is this, but this CubeSats, this CubeSat in particular has total mass of 5.1 kilograms with total wattage of okay, so this is basically just launch, basically how do I say, occasional talk here and there inside the mission control, but you don't have to hear it. It's a little bit of boring and whatnot, so it's not affecting that much. But let's continue. For the Cosmic, it's the total mass is 5.1 kilograms. Total power wattage is the 10 watts. Sorry, 10 watts, and it can communicate using UHF and also S-band. Pretty typical, right? You can see. And for this one here, the Jack-Z03 and also -Z04, from actually when I tries to calculate this, I actually calculate this as separate, so my calculation could be a little bit off, but should be plus minus though. I mean, from what I can tell, it looks like it actually being integrated into one satellite. So maybe I can minus a little bit, so we can so I can correct a little bit of my estimation. I stand to be corrected here. So the total mass here is 3.8 kilograms with the total power usage of 5 watt. Pretty typical, just like if you are trying to use a pretty low wattage computing experience, especially if you're using the current Apple MacBook or even your smartphone. 5 watt is pretty typical. Okay, also another occasional mission control talk there. And also apparently this CubeSat here apparently it has the ground resolution of Earth observation telescope camera of 5 meters there. Okay, not super duper precise, but well, small packages. This is probably as good as you can get, unless you can optimize it more. And this one is the PureSat 01. Okay, I'm not going to pretend. Could be. Yeah, I'm not going to pretend to know. It could be 6 total different payloads there inside, but the target orbit's obviously going to be 600 kilometers. So I'm going to mention this onward, unless there's some changes, with 3 units CubeSat configurations, basically 30 centimeters height there. So also I'm not going to mention this too much unless there's some differences later on, with the total mass of 3.3 kilograms and total power usage is 3.74 watts. And this one, also another one, SNUGLITE-III. Also apparently it has some GPS RO. I'm not really sure, maybe resolution orbit, something like that. 3D whatever is it. I cannot read Hangul here, cannot read Korean, so pretty much sorry there. Okay, this one also targeting the same orbital regime, also the same 3U CubeSats there, but apparently does have 2 component together side by side. Okay, you can see here with the total mass of together 7.0 kilograms. So basically, if you try to separate these two, it's each one will be 3.5 kilograms roughly. And also the total power usage is 3.51 watts. With the communications can use either UHF or even S-band there. And let's go another one, this INHA-RoSAT there. Also same orbital regime, also same unit there, with but this total mass is 4 kilograms with the total power usage around 14.1 watts. Also with this same communication package there, but this one will also going to include the rollable solar array drum assembly to be deployed in the orbit once it's successfully orbited. Okay, and around T-5 minutes and 15 seconds and counting. Okay, so, and also for the K-Hero, apparently, if I remember, K-Hero is where actually where I actually raise a little bit, or maybe PureSat 01, if I remember. There I said like, why does it shows orbital regime 500 kilometers? I'm not 100% sure. We'll check a little bit here. And apparently it says something around 50 watts, but I'm not pretty sure what it says there. But you can see similar orbital regime there. Also same unit there, and the total mass is 4.2 kilograms with the total power usage of 4 watts, and communication only uses UHF. And last one is the SPIRONE or SPIRONE. I don't know how to properly pronounce this one, but apparently also it can use the infrared for whatever is it, maybe communication, something like that, or for or maybe infrared just for a little bit of communications, or maybe whatever is it. I don't pretend to know what it actually reads there, so very sorry there. Okay, and also the same orbital regime, but this time the CubeSats is 2U, aka 2 units with the 20 centimeter height there, for the total mass of 2.2 kilograms, and for the communications it's going to be S-band. And you can see this is another various 3D cat here and whatnot, and you can see this is in the nutshell. I'm not going to pretend to be able to read other than some pre-launch operations, D-Day, and also D-Day, is it? Yeah, I was right. Yeah, I was right. Okay, and also T minus 1 minutes or D minus 1 minutes. Bukan. Bukan. What am I even talking? I'm spilling a little bit uh, of my Malay language stuff here. Bukan basically means not that. So very sorry. Okay. D minus 1, aka T minus 1 days. So this is the procedure how you can expect how the launch actually looks like. Ignition on 0.1 kilometers and whatnot. But it can vary a little bit. So this is how it looks like. Okay, the launch itself. Okay, T minus 0 seconds, 0.1 kilometers will be ignition of the first stage, and after that, around T plus 10 seconds on 0.3 kilometers of altitude, it will initiate the roll, yaw, and pitch program there. And also after that, at T plus 49 seconds at 6.6 kilometers, that one should be supersonic. And then 61 seconds later, at 11 kilometers, it's going to be, if I remember correctly, 11 kilometers should be max Q, maximum aerodynamics pressure, that fully exerted on the launch vehicle itself, and also the atmospheric density. And right now, T minus 1 minutes and 30 seconds and counting. And after that, the first stage will separated, and then at 125 seconds at 63 kilometers will be the ignition of the second stage 2, and it will fall down later at 428 kilometers downrange. Okay, T minus 60 plus seconds like that and counting. And after that, second stage, this one, 234 seconds later at 202 kilometers payload frame separations, and it will fall down at 1,584 kilometers downrange and whatnot, and 272 seconds, 258 kilometers will be the second stage separation, and also second engine cutoff for around, and then will drop off at 2,804 kilometers, and looks like we can go right now. Okay, and T minus 15 seconds and getting ready for the launch. So let's go. T minus 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay, engine ignition. All four go, and launch clamp has released, and liftoff from the Naro Space Center. Liftoff from the Launch Complex number 2, also known as the LC2 or LB2, and looks like the pitch, yaw, and roll program has already initiated, and we can see the launches looks pretty good at T plus 22 seconds, looks pretty good, and just like we see on the launch, it looks like it's pretty good so far. T plus 30 seconds, launch looking pretty nominal, and getting ready should be Mach 1. Okay, T plus 41 seconds should be Mach 1. Okay, by now should be okay. You can see should be max Q by now. Getting ready for max Q at T plus 63 seconds, if I remember correctly. Alright, so looks like it's already reaches max Q, maximum aerodynamics pressure fully exerted on the launch vehicle itself. So max Q already achieved, and you can see the figure looks pretty good. And I need to open the video focus so you guys can see. Alright, so here we go. The launches itself looking pretty good. And right now at T plus 1 minute and 35 seconds into the flight, looks pretty good. All the for
지금 1위 속도 약
KRE
1분
075
30초가
rocket engine so far operational pretty good, or maybe
보시면요.
095.
현재
I did
우리호가
this too
어느 단계에 위치해
because I'm
있는지
using my memories right now,
점으로 표기를 해주고
and
있고요. 그리고
looks like it's good.
우리호가 앞으로
And getting ready for
지나가야 할 여러
the
단계들을
first
하나하나
first
또
stage
같이
engine
보여주고
cut
있습니다.
off. Okay, getting ready for the Miko main engine cut off. And looks like main engine cut off initiated and second engine start number one, or basically second engine
먼저 누리호
start
일단 분리까지
already
되었다는 소식이
initiated.
들어왔는데요. 이 누리호의
And looks like
등급이고 전체 비행
it's
절차에
good.
있어서
It's
아주 중요한
going pretty good.
관문이라고 할 수 있습니다. 만약
Alright.
단분리 후에 단간
So,
충돌이
here we go.
발생하게 되면 전체 발사 임무로 실패할 수가 있기 때문인데요. 그래서
Okay, right now the velocity has already reached 2,100 kilometers per second. Altitude right now is already almost going to 120 kilometers of altitude. Okay, and the launch looks pretty good. And you can see this is inside this is the rocket onboard camera there, looking pretty beautiful there. You can see the shot there. Okay, so here we go. So far so good. T plus 3 minutes in, and okay. Okay, you can see this is a little bit delay there. You can see how the first stage actually separated, how the interstage separation happens, and also how the second stage engine finally ignite for the second engine start. So you can see this is the replay. The pretty typical stuff. They usually show this a little bit delay there, but I hope they actually go with the rocket onboard view, even though it has some delays, but it's still better than trying to rewatch the launch replay there. So, but it's fine. I guess. Okay, so I actually bring in. So this one. Okay, payload fairing separation and getting ready. I will close the replay section once we actually got the rocket onboard camera there. So there are a few seconds of delay. Okay, so replay has already closed. You can see this is the inside payload fairing itself, and there's the separation occurred around T plus 3 minutes plus, like that. So here you go, you can see the animation there. So this is how it looks like on the payload fairing separations there. Okay, looks like we have second engine cut off. SECO has already confirmed, and by now should be ready for the should be going for the third stage engine ignition. Should be going for the TES, the third engine start. Pretty non-typical wording for me, but again, this is better than trying to rewatch the replay. Okay, and you can see the view of the second from the third engine start there, TES there, looks pretty good. And again, this is the replay. I've already bring up the replay, so you know this is the replay straight away. Okay, and the altitude itself almost 370 kilometers, and velocity already exceed 4.5 kilometers per second, and looking pretty good from the launch. And right now we are at T plus 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Okay, and still counting into the launch itself, looking pretty good. And looks like so far so good. And yeah, hoping for the best for these launches. And yeah, if you're from Korea and you're watching there, hello and welcome. And also for the rest of us international viewers, no matter where you are, also you're welcome to my channel. So looking so far so good. So here you go. This is still launch replay. So unless we have a little bit of the
손에 힘을 가졌다라고 말만 들었지.
So unless, let's say, we have a little bit of
상상도 못했죠.
activity, so this is as best as we can get.
이 건물 전체가 흔들릴 정도로 어마어마한
Okay.
힘이 전달된
네.
그런
Okay,
강력한
sorry for a
힘이었습니다.
little bit of frost if you see there.
네,
I just opened my PDF reader.
Okay,
Okay, and by at some point, around from what I can see, the third stage, the TICO, the third engine cutoff, should occur at
누리호가
T plus 757 seconds
맞긴 합니다.
네.
네, 어쨌든
at
저희는 이 누리호의
altitude of
비행
600
상태를
kilometers,
실시간으로
and then by
확인하고
then it will. Oh no, is it good? Is it good? Oh, I don't know. Maybe this is from their side. Okay, but regardless, after that, around 50 seconds after the cutoff, 107 seconds, it will be. Oh, sorry, it will be also at the orbital regime of these 600 kilometers. The payload, the main payloads will separated. The CAS. Oh no. Okay, I don't know what's happening.
보여지고 있습니다.
네, 일단
Okay.
1단 내부와 그리고 3단 내부, 2단 내부.
Okay, this is the inside there.
누리호가
Not replay anymore.
발전한 것처럼
Let's try
점점 발전하는
close this
모습을
down.
또 볼수 있습니다.
네.
맞습니다.
Okay,
그렇다면
So this is the
박사님,
inside-
누리호가 지금 열심히 비행하고
inside the
있는데요.
rocket.
올라가고 있죠.
네, 그럼
rocket there.
누리호보다는 최고
Okay,
속도는
so
얼마나
for all of you actually
네.
miss what I said because of sudden internet disconnection a little bit. Around T plus 757 seconds into the flight, the TICO, the third engine cutoff, will initiated, and after that,
낮지는 않거든요.
around T plus 850, at T plus 807 seconds into the flight, also the same orbital regime of 600 kilometers, the main satellite will be separated, the CAS500-3 there. Okay, so this is the launch replay. I've already activated it. You guys should be able to see here.
이거 뭐 생각만
Okay,
정말
and after that, for the whole duration period of T plus 827 seconds until 927 seconds for the total duration of 100 seconds, also the same orbital regime of 600 kilometers, these 12 CubeSats will be separated one by one. After that, the mission should be considered as complete.
박사님께서 이제 비유로
And yeah,
말씀해 주신 게 서울에서
the launch
부산까지
is
내부도
pretty
안
good so
걸린
far.
상황이 지금 우주 공간상에 누리호가 얼마나
Alright.
빠른 속도로 비행하고 있는지
And right now, you can see
네, 그럼
the altitude is also increasing. Right now, almost 590 kilometers altitude, and velocity is around almost 6.3 kilometers per second and counting up. Okay, so you can say the mission is almost complete, but you can see here. Right now, we are the mission mark at T plus 10 minutes and 50 seconds and counting,
할 수 있을 것 같습니다.
and looking pretty good so far.
있습니다.
Almost at the 600 kilometers, but after that, most of the point usually it will be mostly Earth orbit circularization there, just to go to the precise orbital regime there, orbital regime, and also precise orbital velocities necessary to still go up there. And right now,
전체 기체의 무게를 줄이고 줄어든 무게만큼 더 무겁고 더 많은 위성을 우주로 올려
and right now it's still continuing. Okay, almost going to 600 kilometers altitude regime. Okay, and almost reaching, should be reaching around 7.8 plus kilometers per second. Okay, 7 kilometers per second velocity already achieved, and still counting up. And
열심히
looks like-
다이어트를 해내는
yeah,
결과물이라고
the priority right now is just for the
정말
orbital
알면
velocity
알수록
increase.
누리호에 엄청난
And right now,
기술이 필요하다는 걸 새삼 깨닫게
the
됩니다.
네.
altitude is
그럼 이
still
누리호
increasing,
기술은 이제
but
하나
usually it's going to be
에어로스페이스로
plus
이용하는
minus.
건가요?
If I remember, it would be plus minus 5 kilometers, a little bit up high there, but should be fine. Okay. And right now, counting up almost 601 kilometers. Velocity is almost 7.6 kilometers per second. Okay, and now it's going slightly lower there. That's actually a good sign. Okay, and looks like third engine cutoff confirmed at 7.6 at 7.641 kilometers per second. And right now the altitude is lowering until lowering down
네, 지금
up
계속
until
트윗까지,
six
네, 됐다는 소식
up
들어왔는데요.
down to the
네,
600
외국에서만
kilometers
하고
of
있던
altitude.
누리호 3단 엔진.
네.
네,
Okay,
그 임무를
and
네,
looks like pretty
수행하고,
good.
네, 방금 이제 엔진이
And I'll be ready to
준비됐다는 소식도
close
같이
the
들어왔습니다.
replay text there
오른쪽
in case we
누리호의
got it.
상태창을 보시면요. 노란색 점
Okay.
누리호와 3단이 위성 1차 분리를
Still pretty
향해서
good.
거의 가까워진
Right now,
것을
we
또
the mission timer right now at T plus 13 minutes and 7 seconds and counting.
에 도달을 했고
네.
속도도 7.6
Okay, so we are still waiting. Waiting for the onboard view there.
네, 아까 그 박사님께서
Oh, looks like the CAS500-3 already separated from the
네, 잘 분리되었다는 소식
payload
들어왔습니다.
adapter there. Looks like it's pretty good. And getting ready. We are looking for the sign of the delayed rocket onboard view there.
소리가 터져 나오고 있습니다.
네, 지금 차세대 중형 위성
Okay,
3호 분리와
and
함께 네, 같이
the first and also second
위성 부탑재
CubeSats
위성
also already
네,
separated, and this is the view of the CAS500-3 separation. You can see it's looking pretty beautiful there, beautiful shot of the separation, and also CubeSats 3 and 4 also already separated. We shall see that view soon. Hopefully they didn't go with the launch replay. Oh, still launch replay. It's fine. I'm not going to open launch replay anymore. So this is the animation of the CubeSats deployment there, of the CubeSat there one. Okay, also separated for 5 and also 6 also already separated. I mean, if you see from the press kit, from what I shown earlier, there's actually indication what actually stands for. But okay, looks like CubeSat 7 and 8 also separated from the dispenser.
또 누리호에 탑재된 위성들의 다양한
Okay,
임무를
and also
보면서
getting ready
저는 또 이런 생각을 하게
for the
되는데요.
9
이제
and
누리호는요,
10 also
단순히 발사
separation.
성능이
Let's
중요한
wait.
게 아니라
Okay, Mark already separated
우리나라가
CubeSats
대한민국의
9 and
우주선이
also 10.
꿈을 실현하는
And also we are going to see the last one, the 11 and also 12. Oh, you can see SPIRONE there. Looking pretty beautiful there. And getting ready.
네, 맞습니다. 본격적인 우주 시대를 맞이
Okay, full completion mission. Looks like the mission has already successfully done.
누리호를
The 11 and 12 also already separated.
마지막
All 12 CubeSats and also CAS500-3 compact advanced satellites has also finally separated. Looks like the mission has already been completed pretty successfully at around 600 kilometers at the orbital velocity of 7.641 kilometers per second. And you can see this is the replays of the CAS500-3 there. You can see the separation, the main satellite there, on the top view, from the bottom to top view there. And we shall see the separation also for the CubeSats there. Okay, also 1 and 2 separated.
네, 마지막
Okay,
위성
we see
분리
the
소식이 들려오면서
maybe
이곳
not
스튜디오,
replay.
그리고 이
It's fine.
센터에도
We just
지금 환호성과
looking
박수가
at
터져
what
나오고
the
있는데요.
best current data we can see.
자료 지금 보고 계신
And then
영상에는
and after 1 and 2 we shall see this one is 3 and 4. Oh, come on, please show us. This one is the mission control center there. Should be 5 and 6.
모니터를 보면서
Come on, please show
분석하고
us.
또 서로를 격려하고 있는 그런 모습을
Come on, come on.
확인하실 수가 있습니다.
네,
Come
아까
on.
발사 전까지만 해도 연구원분들의 표정이
Okay,
매우 이제
right
긴장돼
now,
보였는데요.
the mission
네,
timer
지금
right now
화면상에
is
보이는 네, 그 표정들은
네.
너무 밝아
right now
보여서
at T plus
뭔가를
70
너무
minutes and
기쁩니다.
counting up.
정말 누리호 발사
But at this point, the mission
준비부터 지금
has already been
위성까지
considered as successful.
너무 많은 분들이
Oh, come on. This is another replay.
사실
Okay, come on. I've already opened up the replay.
성공에 대한 부담감도 많이
It should be good.
있습니다. 그래도 일단 오늘 누리호가
This one is the replay for the
네.
satellite separation. That one is the main satellite there, the CAS500-3. That one is the also for the tech demonstration satellites there. Yeah, there you go. Also CubeSats number 1 and also number 2 also separated. And then we shall see the 3 and 4 in this replay. We shall see.
네, 이제 앞으로 4차 발사 오늘
Okay, that CAS. Okay,
4차 발사까지
get ready.
발사가
Okay, this one is also another view. 3 and 4 also separated.
네, 저희 정부도 함께 계속해서 네, 노력하겠습니다.
And also after that 5 and 6 also separated the CubeSats.
네.
중요 절차가 있어가지고
네.
예, 체계 종합 기업에 대한 좀 설명을
네.
다 못 들었는데요.
네.
마저 좀 설명을 부탁드리겠습니다.
뭐
Okay.
제가 이제 회사 대표로 이제 나오긴
That's
했지만,
all.
어떻게 보면 저희의
Oh,
경험을
man.
좀 말씀드려 보겠습니다.
네.
뭐 이제
That's a
앞으로
little
이제
bit
확장된
bummer.
우주 산업 생태계를
Okay.
맞춰서
네.
하나 에어로스페이스는 이 아주 철저한 투자와
Okay,
그리고
maybe I assume they
매우 열심히
they
하고
they had
있습니다.
no more
그래서
have
앞으로 이제
they don't have any of that visual anymore for the rest 5 and 6 until 5 until 12. But it's fine. We already know how the separation actually looks like, so that's good. So, it should be good.
알려드립니다. 누리호 추적 로밍 종료되었습니다.
네. 앞으로 그
Okay, looks like possibly the mission control might actually says that the mission already considered as concluded.
예, 거기서
And
만들어질 누리호
right now,
1차 모습도 기대가 되고
at T plus 90 minutes and counting, looks like pretty good. And you can see this is the mission control center there.
같이 응원하겠습니다.
네,
그리고
감사합니다.
방금
Looking
관내
pretty good.
방송을 통해서
네.
이제 누리호 추적
Okay,
종료했다는
and
거
also-
들어왔는데요. 네, 일단
And also, just like I
많은
want to mention that CAS actually stands for the.
공유하고 또
Okay,
나머지
this
아까
is the launch
말씀드렸던
replay.
비행 데이터 분석이라든지
Okay.
분리된
And CAS actually stands for the compact advanced satellite. You know, that one is actually more like a prototype tech demonstration, but also pretty functional Earth observation satellites there that they can use for pretty long time. That they can apply for for another satellites there, especially if they're using Arirang satellites there and whatnot. That's where the applications looks like. And this one is the how it actually looks like on the ground on the outside there. And looks like they actually can smile knowing that the mission looks pretty good, but I'll allow them to talk a little bit here. Maybe if you know Hangul, Korean, this one is actually for you, the interview here. And also plus I need to rest my talk a little bit.
저는 그 순간 정말 우주로 가는 길이 열리는 걸 보는 기분이었습니다. 그래서 제가 미래에 꼭 가보고 싶은 길을 열어주는 시작처럼 느껴졌습니다.
아, 그랬군요. 네, 오늘 직접 발사 현장에서 누리호를 본 경험이 앞으로 어떤 기억으로 남을까요?
현장에서 누리호 발사를 직접 본 경험은 앞으로 제 꿈을 향해 나아가는데 큰 힘이 될 것 같고 대한민국의 우주 도전
Alright.
순간을 내가
So,
직접 봤다는
but
사실은
I don't think
혹시나도 특별한
I can
것
just
같습니다.
keep continuing
감사합니다.
this
우주에
like
대한
this
꿈을
because
이루는 동안 든든한
well,
기억이 되기를
I don't know.
바라봅니다. 네, 한
But
명더
I'll let you
만나보도록
guys actually
하겠습니다.
just go and watch this.
네, 오늘 실제 발사를 보니까 캠프에 온 보람이 있다고 느꼈나요?
네, 평생 잊지 못할 것 같고 완전 값어치 있는 경험이었습니다.
네, 오늘 경험이 앞으로의 꿈에 영향을 준 것 같아요?
네, 평소에 우주 쪽에 관심이 많았었는데 오늘 이걸 본 다음에 저도 누리호와 같은 발사체를 연구하는 연구원이 되고 싶다는 생각이 들었습니다.
아, 그렇군요. 꿈이 생긴 것 같습니다. 네, 네, 오늘 이렇게 학생들과 함께한 누리호 4차 발사 현장이었습니다. 미래 잠재 인력들이 직접 로켓을 보고 느낀 감정이 오늘의 성공처럼 오래 남았으면 좋겠습니다. 우주항공청의 스페이스 캠프는 앞으로도 계속 확대해 나갈 계획이고요. 다가오는 세 번째 스페이스 캠프도 많은 관심 부탁드립니다. 그럼 현장 연결을 마치고 다시 스튜디오를 연결하겠습니다. 스튜디오 나와주세요.
네, 오늘 현장에서
Okay,
직접
so
누리호
basically
4차
that's all
발사를
that's all
응원해주신
what
많은
we can
학생
hear.
여러분과
And right now
그리고
at
이
the T plus
시간까지 함께
22
응원해주신 많은
22 minutes
교민
and
여러분께
8
다시 한번
seconds
정말
and counting.
감사드립니다.
Yeah,
네,
but by
네,
now
제가
mostly
학생
the operation
여러분들의
is already
이야기를
complete.
들어보니까
But the only thing
누리호가
that's
위성을
left is
투입하는
basically
것도
just to do
큰
some
임무이지만
maybe
또
some
자라나는
relay check again.
새싹들에게
Maybe they want
또
to see
꿈을
if there's
심어준 것
anything they can
같아서
improve.
너무
And also at the
기쁩니다.
same time, the
학생들의
gun
응원을
control, the
이제 또
mission
수행
control.
이후에
네.
Basically,
봤는데요.
the only things
정말
that
이렇게
left
늦은
is that
시간까지
they just only
사용했는데도 불구하고
they
정말
they
누리호 성공을
they might
응원하겠다고 하는 그
decide to
마음을
just go and
직접
deorbit
눈으로 보니까
deorbit the
우리나라
upper
우주
stage,
개발의
the
미래가 저는
third
정말
third
밝을 것
stage
같다는
of the
생각이 듭니다.
rocket
네,
as soon as
맞습니다.
possible
네,
because
정말
it could be
감격스러운 순간입니다.
it could be
네,
an
박사님
orbital
오늘
debris
중계 함께
debris
해주셨는데요.
threat
네.
if
네,
they
소감
didn't
한
do that.
말씀 부탁드립니다.
And of course, plus
네,
because there's a lot and lots of rocket launches this day.
우주 발사체
Even the
발사를
Kessler
위해서
orbit,
응원해주신
Kessler
많은
syndrome is not going to be that far
여러분들께
away,
감사의
and it's
인사
going to
드립니다.
threaten
오늘
our
누리호는요,
humanity's
민간지도의
access to
첫
space.
발사로서
So
그 임무를
that's why
수행해
deorbitation is pretty important.
네, 책임님께서도
Sam.
오늘 함께 해주신 소감 한 말씀
And I
부탁드립니다.
don't think
오늘 이제
there's too much,
모든
but let's see
연구원분들이
if they're going to
고생
end
너무
this
많이
too.
하셨다라고
Because if they end this, I will also going to end as soon as possible.
오늘의 성공이 이제 또 끝이 아니라
Yeah, because I will
새로운 시작이
getting ready for the
바라보고
transporter
있습니다. 그래서
15
앞으로도
mission.
대한민국이
That one is
하나를
for 100 plus
네, 오늘
satellites.
발사는 정부와
Basically,
민간이
there's
함께
from what I
이뤄낸
know,
결과입니다.
there's already
네,
publicly
누리호가
disclosed
마지막
83
위성까지
satellites
잘
plus
분리했다는 소식
another
다시 한번
tens of
전해드리며
satellites that
늦은 시간까지
didn't get
누리호
disclosed
4차
yet.
발사를 함께
Could be a little bit more than
응원해주신
100.
많은 국민 여러분께
100
정말
plus like that. So
감사드립니다. 네,
also I will
우주항공은요,
try to
앞으로도
cover that.
대한민국 우주 산업의 든든한 컨트롤 타워가 되겠습니다. 네, 아쉽게도 저희 중계는 여기까지지만 계속해서 결과 브리핑까지 생중계로 전달드릴 예정입니다. 그때까지 채널 고정 부탁드립니다. 네, 그럼 저희는
Okay, so
여기서
looks like
이만
this is
인사드리겠습니다.
closing
감사합니다.
up for them. Okay, so they said thank you, and also thank you very much, and also thank you to the Korea Aerospace Research Institute, to Korea Aerospace Administration, and also Hanwha, yeah, and also Hanwha Aerospace for hosting this live stuff. So you guys can also see and whatnot. And this one is still view on the mission control there. And this one is the launch replay. We are going to see this one more time. And yeah, before we totally end the stream. So it's looking pretty good so far. And yeah, I also really need some deserved nap and whatnot. Okay. So this is the sound likes. So this is the fourth successful. This is the total fourth flight of the Nuri KSLV-II, aka KSLV, known as the Korea Space Launch Vehicle. This is the total fourth flight and also a third successful flight without any hitch. So basically a trio, or if you want to use the football, how do I say, football terminology, it's going to be hat-trick, hat-trick success so far. So pretty good. And you can see this is how the max Q actually looks like when the rocket's velocity is so fast there that when it actually meets a certain layer of the atmospheric density, it's going to be very much like a super stressed hammer there, basically tries knocking everywhere direction of the rockets itself, that if it's not properly controlled, it's going to destroy the rockets itself. And it does show replay. So I can also close there. So you can see how the vacuum, as the rockets going up and up, the rocket plumes getting expander and expander due due to almost lack of atmospheric pressure, so obviously it's going, the rocket plume itself, it's going to be expanding to the infinity. And this one is, you can see the second stage separation, and this one is no, first stage separation and then second stage ignition there. You can see this is the rocket onboard view there. Okay. And then after that, is that all? Is that all? Okay. This one is the third stage, second stage separation. Okay, getting ready. This one should be a real view there. Okay, and also payload frame separation. And after that, followed shortly by the second stage second engine cut off, and then after that, second stage separation, and then third stage ignition. The TES, third engine startup, and then also another one view there. We can be a little bit patient, and after that, you can see the main satellite separation, the CAS500-3. Okay, that one is the compact advanced satellite, essentially for the very advanced prototype tech demonstration Earth observation satellite. But once it works, it's basically going operational, just like any typical operational satellites will also go. And then also another one, that one we already seen, CubeSat 1 and 2 separated, and then CubeSat 3 and 4 also separated, and should be 5 and 6 also separated. We might see another visual view here. Or maybe it delays a little bit. Okay, and this one 5 and 6 also separated. That one you can see left side and also right side on the bottom side there. And also after that would be 7 and 8 in this replay. Okay. Okay, and also after that you can see 7 and 8, and also you can see there a little bit bigger CubeSats there. Okay, getting ready. After that, 9 and 10 will be out for this replay. Okay, 9 and 10 also already out, and then shortly will be followed by 11 and 12. Okay, just wait a little bit in this replay. That's how it is it. But yeah, okay, and also you can see direct view. 11 and 12 also already separated. Should already complete by now. Oh, also, okay, no, no, we still. Okay, and I believe the replay should have already stopped by now. Okay, so that's it. That's the thing that you need to know of for this launch. Yeah, I mean, guess what? Even though my sound is like this, but obviously I'm going to be hammerly tired to go stream for the Transporter 15 mission, because it's not going to be that not long after this. So I do obviously really need some good sleep, really need some healthy, even just an hour nap, So I hope you guys are also fine with that. If I go live a little bit late, you know why? Because I just woke up from the sleep, from that nap. Okay, this is again launch replay, but I don't think we need to watch this anymore. We can consider this as the end, I guess. We'll see. By now they should have already go and end this stuff. If they still don't end this, I will end this stream. I will end this stream myself. Okay, so this is another view on the ground. And also this is a little bit far away launch view, looking pretty beautiful there. Okay. Okay, so what's next that we can actually see there? Getting ready. Okay, so you can see it goes up into the sky, and also it lights up the sea here. You can see it lights up the sky and also the sea there of this launch replay there, and also another view there, but this time this is a little bit of moving. Wow. Wow, the view there, and also another long range view there. Okay, so for those of you that actually misses this, well, you already get the view replay, launch replay here. Oh, okay, so this is the sound itself, and also directly from the launch pad. Oh, it really hammers my ear. Whoa. Whoa. So this is the view, and then already clear, and also another view there. But actually, I like this this sounds here compared to the previous one, much more cooler, and doesn't scream directly into my ears and also to your ears. And also another view. All right. And also, I need to remind you that this is also the first time. This is the first time of any civilian rocket, orbital rocket launches at nighttime. So that's why I also stream this.
알려드립니다. 누리호 발사 운용이 종료되었습니다. 지금부터 발사장 안전 인원 통제가 해제되었습니다.
Alright, and if you actually notice, it actually also wrote their Nuri F4. Yeah, so maybe I also want to update my my thumbnail next time to just actually put this as Flight 4. So you will see this retroactively after this launch, but it's still going to keep up as usual. Yeah. Alright. Alright. So okay, looks like it. I guess maybe we can consider this a bit ending here. Okay, so also another view one there, already broke that sound barrier, and after that max Q, the maximum aerodynamic pressures. After that, oh yeah, and also I need to mention that after before it actually goes into the max Q and especially the sound barrier, usually the engines will tune down to 60%, all of it, to ensure that it won't fully stress the launch vehicle itself. And after that, after it reaches max Q, it will throttle back up to 100% or maybe 80% sometimes, depending on the launch requirement. But it typically would go out up to 800, but sometimes 8. But in some cases, it could be 80% only, depending on what the mission does. Okay, so this is the launch replay again. Okay, also the long range view there. And I think if there's nothing super duper new, maybe we can finally end this stream, because, well, what else you need to know? Yeah, so that's that. Get ready, because I also really need to stream that one, and if I don't take any kind of enough nap there, I will not have any real productive stream for the whole day. So that's why I need to be very careful with how do I even approach it. Okay, so this is the launch replay and also I've already opened up the music again, so you should be able to listen in. Okay, and this is the drone view from the launch pad, and also the rocket. And yeah, aperture wise, it really blinds out the camera. And also another view there, but most of us already know this one, the top view, also drone view there, but at this it didn't fully blown it didn't blow up the camera view there, so that's also pretty good. And you can see it's going up and up in this replay. Oh, okay, so by now, and also not only that, after that I'm going to also stream Transporter 15, and then after Transporter 15. Okay, so this is the camera view there while it ignites, and looks like pretty good on this launch replay there. Oh, so some of the new bits here and there, I really appreciate it. So pretty worth the wait. Oh, you can see there the first stage there, it looks a little bit blurry, but on the second stage rocket onboard view there looks pretty good. So this is how it looks like on the launch replay itself. So you can see the launch ascend from upward there, and also you can see inside the second stage onboard camera of the rocket engines, and also the third stage rocket's engine there inside of it. So you can see the how it actually looks like when it actually breaks the sound barrier, and also you can see the accumulation of some of the, how do I say, some of the vapor there, and then after that should be max Q there, and you can see it really accumulates very deep inside the second stage rocket engines there, but it's actually pretty normal. That's actually the result of it. Especially if I remember what this second engine actually does is that it chills down the rocket engines itself on the second stage, so it will be able to ignite it safely without any overheating or damage problem there. So that's why. And by after that should be on this launch replay should be first stage cut off, or main engine cut off, and then after that first stage booster separation, and then after that second engine start. Okay, you can see it's pretty fast there, pretty fast for the separation for this launch replay view there. And you can see as the rocket plumes expands and expands due to the almost lack of presence of atmospheric pressure. Of course, the rocket plumes will expand, and after that you can see on the launch replay is the payload fairing separation there, or payload fairing short separation. And after that you can see the second stage second engine cut off, and then second engine and then second stage booster separation, and then after that you can see the TES third engine start, and after that this cut directly into the main satellite separation there, or deployment there, the CAS500-3. Okay, CAS actually stands for compact advanced satellites, nothing to do with our slang CHAS, because CHAS actually also another slang for us here, which means you want to drink up some tuak, some langkau. That's not it. That's not for this mission. Nothing to do with the tuak, nothing to do with langkau, nothing to do with soju. All is good, all is fine. So and then you already saw the CubeSat 1 and 2, and also 3 and 4, and also I believe 5 and 6 here. separations in this launch replay. I mean, fortunately, we didn't fully close here. And then also after that, coming up another separations there. Should be 6 and 7 if I remember. 6 and 7. And then should be 8 and 9 pairing together. Okay, let's see if my memory is correct there. Okay, 8 and 9. And then after that, followed by the 10 and 11. No. 7 and 8, sorry. 7 and 8 separations, and then followed by 9 and 10. Okay. And after that, 9 and 10. And then the last one would be 11 and 12. Yeah, so looks like my memory serves right here. Okay. Okay. And after that, 11 and 12. And the mission's already concluded for all of it. And so far, so good and successful. And hopefully they end the stream because, well, I cannot keep standing here just to keep the launch. Just to keep up because, well, I need to get ready for the Transporter 15 missions. And then around evening will be something else. Okay, and this is the slow motion view there. You can see the high speed camera view of the launch itself. Alright, so you can see looks pretty good and pretty beautiful, and still we cannot end there. Okay, also another view for the same view as we already saw. Not so much unique there, but I hope they actually resume the view of the slow motion high speed camera view there, because otherwise it can be a little bit boring. Okay. All right. Come on, it should be. Okay, and you can see it's pretty ear grating there. I don't like the sound. But, well. Okay, and this one is my favorite sound here. Yeah, you can hear this. You can hear the sound, but it didn't blow your ears that much. Looking at this view. And of course, I need to mention that this KARI 075, and also especially the upper stage variant 007 or 009, if I remember either these two. Okay, all of it were powered by the gas generator cycle there, open cycle rocket engines there. Usually what it does is that it burns a little bit portions of the okay, also another view there. Okay, I don't think we see that much. Okay, and here you can see briefly the flight 4 view. Okay, and this one is the broadcasted launch replay view. Okay. All right, and looking pretty nice. I mean, don't worry guys, this is not my intention to pad up my stream here, because simply we are just waiting from their side to actually provide us the viewers, and especially me, the English launch commentator here essentially, or maybe English VTuber spaceflight commentator to actually show here. Yeah, even though I call myself spaceflight commentator for the VTuber side, but whatever, my channel is still whatever channel. At the end of the day, it's still the core heart of my channel. I'm still not abandoning my previous topic, just not as much focus as what I did back then. So I hope you guys can understand. If you come to my channel before I rebrand myself as Well, then Suguwa, you know me as Ultimate Sonic Zone. And yeah, I use this avatar for actually good reason. Because I just don't want to be some faceless faceless dude on the internet, not having anything. I mean, at the same time, I just rather keep myself keep myself with this avatar, just keep myself cheerful and whatnot. So rather than showing myself uh, in real life, might as well just use this avatar. Should be good. Okay, and there's that. Okay, we are still waiting, or maybe I don't know. Yeah, because right now we are mostly just waiting for the high speed slow motion camera view. Okay, this one is the high speed slow motion view. Okay, so hopefully they finally complete this and we can end this stream, because yeah, I don't want to pet up this stream. Okay, this is not my intention, seriously. Unless I yap a lot, like previous stream. This is not really my intention. This is just for me to actually watch how the launch looks like. Oh, it's just cut like that. Come on. Do we get even another view here? I mean, at least we can go here, because I need to end this stream. You guys also need to rest. I also really need to rest for transporter 15 mission. So come on, come on, come on. Please don't make us wait too much. Not like there's only just one rocket launches today. Come on. It will negatively affect me if this is still going on. Okay, also another drone view. Okay, so by now you guys know what I actually felt, and how you guys actually also felt. Why this is so long? Yeah. So you know why? That's not my intention. This is how the stream looks like. It's going to take forever to just wait here. It's going to take forever. Oh, they just cycle again. Come on. Come on, I will end this stream. If they don't end this if they don't end this around 7+ minutes from now, I will end my own stream myself. I'm not going to wait. Because I need to rest a little bit. Just to provide you guys the stream. Okay, so you can hear this one, also another launch replay view here. Okay, the first stage ignition and whatnot. But yeah, I don't think I need to bore you guys anymore. But let's watch this for possibly one last time, I guess. Because the nail biting wait, just to get this over. Alright. Alright, so this one here is obviously when it tries to reach hitting the sound barrier there. And you can see as a result, even when the second engine second stage engine chilling, you can see the effects. It's there. It's basically cycling by itself inside the interstage there. Okay, by then it should have already reached max Q in this replay. Okay. So still going up in this replay. Okay, if they don't end it as soon as possible, I will end this myself. Okay, after that you can see the second engine, the main engine cut off, Miko, and after that first stage booster separated, and then second engine start, and you can see as the plumes are expanded and expands due to the lack of um, atmospheric pressure, and you can see the payload frame separation in this replay. Oh, so apparently from what I can read, this the third stage will fully re-enters, or maybe the mission might be ended around 2 hours and 40 seconds. Yeah, but should be fine. You can see the remark on the top left there. What it does, it says, if you know Hangul, you know Korean language, that one is a plus for you. Okay, and that one you can see is the main satellite separation there, the CAS500-3, and then followed by the CubeSat number 1 and number 2 separation. And then afterward is the 3 and 4. Okay, then 3 and 4 also separated. And then after that, followed by the 5 and 6 in this replay. Okay. By then, should be 5 and 6. Okay, 5 and 6. And then we'll follow by 7 and 8. We can see here. Okay, 7 and 8 also separated. And then after that, followed by the 9 and 10 in this replay. Okay, 9 and 10. And then last one is the number 11 and 12 CubeSats. You can see. Get ready after that. Okay, and then after that, the missions finally concluded for these satellites there. CubeSats number 11 and 12 already finally separated. Okay, and looks like we are almost approaching almost, okay, less than 2 minutes. After that, I will end this stream. I'm not going to take this long. I mean, I'm going to talk slightly a little bit after that. I'll just take a nap. But hopefully they will go with the slow motion, or maybe if they want to end it, just end it. It's going to take my time, your time too. So please, just give us a little bit of mercy, please, please, please. Just spare us some mercy. We can view this later if we want to. Okay, because come on, we are not going to take too much time here. Okay, so as you can hear, not really hear, that's what you can see. Okay, that's really how boring is it. So that's why I opened the music again. Okay, so this is slightly a little bit longer view. Okay, so fortunately slightly a little bit longer view, so maybe so I could extend slightly a little bit, just slightly, but we're still going to end this stuff. Okay, because it took took so much of your time, took so much of my times too. And because I didn't take any nap yet for now. Okay, so this should be the final definitive slow motion high speed camera view here. Near the launch pad and near the rocket itself. Should be the definitive of it. Please, please, I need to end this stream. You guys also really need some rest, right? So, come on, please cooperate with us. Please, just please. Okay, and it blinds the camera. And that's all. Okay, let's see. If the launch replays, if it still cycles back to the rocket onboard view, or maybe something else, I will fully end this stuff. We are not going to continue this. Okay, that's not sustainable. I need to keep myself sane, and also I need to rest. Need to take some nap before we go stream. Okay, maybe I should set a little bit of like the timer. I should actually go live a little bit later because I do need some nap here and there. Will be dangerous if I have to go to class by tomorrow and then or basically already tomorrow is already today, so it's going to be very dangerous. Okay, come on. I guess that's all. Not much else we shall see. Okay, this is getting a little bit boring. All right. So you can see there, the launch itself. Oh. Okay, another ear grating sound here. Not really my favorite. Okay. This is why I like this sound here. All right. Should be it. All right. Come on. Okay, that's the only view. Okay, you can see the F4 there. I mean, that's nice. You can see there. You can see. That's nice. Oh, come on. If we keep padding this up, that's not good for you and also not good for me. But yeah, unless the transporter 15 decided to just delay, SpaceX decided to just delay the launch, I still have to worry with my sleep hygiene, I need to worry about my sleep. So if you see the text itself say that I took a little bit of nap on the next stream, because I do, and I really mean it. But I still will keep my my phone there, just for that stuff, in case we do need anything there, and also so if I do hear any of the important cue, I can just directly just wake up and then start going back to the stream right away. So yeah, you can see this is the view. Okay, also long range striking view. And then if it's nothing new, we are cycling back to the rocket onboard view. I will directly just end this stuff. Okay, no one should bear this long. Not even you, not even me. Okay, I'll say we have a little bit. This is where we are a little bit overstaying our welcome in this. We are a little bit overstaying our welcome. Welcome here, you know. And also, I even prefer some rest here and there, unless SpaceX decided to just delay their rocket launches. So yeah, that's that. Yeah. Also another one, pretty boring. No music. All right, come on. We should have already ended here by now. Okay, let's see. I think by now it should have already switched to rocket onboard replay view. If they did that, I will probably will end that. That's all. That's my limit. I'm not going to keep continue pet this stream up. Okay. Ooh, even the camera actually pretty blown up here. Okay, and also still the same high speed slow motion camera view here. You can see very near to the launch pad and to the rocket itself. And by that point, it should have already blown up the camera sensor because of the camera aperture settings. Okay, you can still see the launch replay view here. Okay, I think we are almost close. After that, I will just end the stream. Once it's already properly switched to rocket onboard, or possibly after the rocket onboard view, I will switch off immediately. Okay, so here we go. This one will be our last queue. After this, no more launch replay. I will end this. Okay, so you can see this is the launch replay view. The first stage rocket engine ignition, all for KRE-075. If I remember, KRE actually stands for Korea Rocket Engine. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so after that we shall see the, okay, this one is the already break the sound barrier, Mach 1. Okay, and by that some point should be max Q. And then yeah, before it even reaches sound barrier, the rocket engine should have already tuned down to 60%, sometimes can even throttle down to 40% on some rocket engines cases. And then after that, it will be properly brought up to 100%, or sometimes even could be just only 80%, depends on the rocket's performance, or maybe if it wants to maximize a little bit of rocket fuels, maybe they'll just only tune it to 80%. And then afterward, as you can see, the plume is getting bigger and bigger as the atmospheric pressure almost no longer keeps that rocket plumes into the shape. So of course, that's why it's expanding, and that's why the second stage and basically subsequent rocket stages afterward, it does need that rocket expansion nozzle there, just to capture a bit more of the rocket, just to capture that thrust efficiency, and also the rocket nozzles just to be good. And then after that, you can see the second engine start there after the main engine cut off Miko, and then first stage booster separated. And after that, you might see the payload fairing jettison in this launch replay. There you go. Okay, you can see it's going brighter and brighter as the times goes by. And then we shall see, okay, there you go. The first, this Zico, the second engine cut off. After that, second engine, after that, stage booster separation. And then after that, third engine start. And then already skip to the main satellite jettison. This one, or deployment of the CAS500-3. That one is the compact advanced satellite. That one is the prototype technology demonstration Earth observation satellite. But once it's properly working, it can be used just like any typical normal satellite operations, and also like usual. And after that, you can see on this launch replay is the CubeSat number 1 and 2 deployed, and then will be followed by the one by 3 and 4, number 3 and 4 after that. Okay, getting ready for the 3 and 4. After that, that would be our cue to finally end this once it recycle back. Okay, this one is 3 and 4 deployment. Okay, CubeSat number 3 and 4 deployment. And after that would be 5 and 6. Okay, should be CubeSat number 5 and 6 deployment. Okay, 5 and 6 already deployed. And then followed by 7 and 8. Okay, we just wait a little bit. That's how boring is it. That's why I always open music for you so you can hear. It's not getting a bit boring. 7 and 8, if I remember correctly, what I said. Okay, 7 and 8. And then after that, followed by 9 and 10. Or maybe 9 and 10, if I remember that. This one here. And then followed. And then we'll see if my memory actually serves right. Okay, and then yeah, so I was right. That one is the 8. That one is 10. 9 to number 9 and 10, and then after that followed by the 11 and 12. Should be good. Okay, so that's it. 11 and 12. And looks like it should be good cue for us to actually end this stream. So yeah, I'm not going to wait anymore. It's a bit of frustration exercise. tries to wait anymore. Okay, come on. By now, I will end this stream. I will not wait this anymore. This is a bit of torture of exercise. Just to wait. Okay, and slightly a little bit extended stream. Okay, so this is a slightly longer view, and you can see the ignition. This one is the launch replay, and yeah, this one is the broadcasted one. Okay, I think we can also end this here because there's should be nothing new here. Yeah, so you can see, yeah, should be nothing new. So yeah, let's let's protect my sanity and your own sanity as well. Yeah, that one is slightly longer view. And then once another one also roll in, should be good. We can end. And I'm not going to break my promise anymore. Very dangerous if I don't get any sleep. so that's that. Okay. The sound barrier already broke, and after that, the max Q already reached. In this launch replay. Yeah, so that's basically their typical way of streaming this stuff. Can drag a bit longer than what do we like. Okay, I think this is already good queue already. Once it's already roll in, we end. Okay, if there's nothing new, we just end straight away. Okay, and after that, second gen start. Yeah, so that's it. There's nothing new anymore. This is basically just them explaining, okay, this is the CAS500-3 separation. Maybe I can show a little bit just because of infographic view there, so you know. And after that, the CubeSat 1 and 2 also separated. Yeah, I can say this one should be definitive Q for ending this stream. Okay, after that, CubeSat 3 and 4 also separated. And after that, followed by 5 and 6. So, getting ready for that. Okay, 5 and 6 should be here soon. That took a little bit of time. Okay, and then 5 and 6. And then after that would be 7 and 8. CubeSat 7 and 8. Okay, getting ready, 7 and 8. And then after that, full good queue to actually end this stream. Okay, 7 and 8 also already separated in this launch replay. Okay, after that would be 9 and 10. CubeSat number 9 and 10. Okay, getting ready. Okay, CubeSat 9 and 10 also already separated. And then the last one would be CubeSat number 11 and 12. And then should be good queue to end already. This is already dragging longer than what I would like to. So, okay. And then CubeSat number 11 and 12 already finally separated. And then there you go. Let's see if they successfully replay this again. Really, that's super duper the real definitive queue to end. Okay, this is slightly longer, but no longer important anymore. We can end this stream. Okay, so this is another audio feed. Okay, so that's it. That's all. Not much else to see here. Okay. So yeah. So I guess that's all. I'm not going to talk a lot here because it's getting boring here, right? So that's all, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We are going to watch the Transporter 15 mission, SpaceX Falcon 9 Block 5 rocket. That one, if it even happens today, well, we're going to watch, and I have to wake up again from the nap. Okay, So, and I'm going to set a little bit. So I'll be streaming. I'll be stream a little bit late. So you know why? Because I do really need some good sleep. So that's all, everybody. Thank you so much, and this is my closing trademark. Thank you so much for watching. This is Daniel Suguwa, or I am Daniel Suguwa, your host for this launch commentary today for the Nuri Flight 4. Nuri really stands for World in Korean, in Hangul. Okay, also known as the KSLV-II, aka known as the Korea Space Launch Vehicle 2. So that's that. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Take care and goodbye. Bye-bye. And that's it already. What else you want to hear, right? That's it. That's the ending. So I can end this stream right now. So get ready. We are going to end this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Take care for the next one. Bye-bye. See you on the Transporter 15 or maybe even Soyuz MS-28 mission. So that's all. Bye-bye.